Lisa, Rob.
How
Nice to
are
see
you?
you guys.
How are you?
I'm well.
Nice to see you.
How was the drive?
Great.
Yeah?
Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday evening.
Great for the summer, right? Exactly.
Going back might be a problem.
Well, I'm glad you're here, and thanks for making the trip. And Mark says nothing but the best about you guys, so I'm excited for you to see what you can do.
Excellent.
Come on in.
See what we got.
Great. Thank you. Come on in.
Big kitchen. Lots
Yeah.
of cabinets.
Lots of cabinets. I think too many cabinets, really.
Yeah.
Love to see a little maybe open shelving. But my basic thought here is that, this was a prefab home because of the small site, and we decided we were going to do it that way instead of trying to do a stick built here and having no place for trucks and no place, all of that. And also just the timing of how we wanted it done. And so it comes with sort of a standard spec builder grade stuff. And I want to take it to the next level. I want to elevate it. Yeah, so the fireplace, very first time I walked into the house, I said, no, oh no, please. I need, that has to be a focal point in the room. It has to be, I would love to be able to do stone and maybe move it up a little bit, but one thing I really definitely want is to make that wall all shiplap, or Mark was talking about nickel board, and just make it so it has presence here. Because the kitchen is a little bossy. It's beautiful, but it's wow. Not, ooh, look at the kitchen, and that little dinky fireplace, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that surround had to go.
Yeah, the surround had to go, absolutely. And we're trying to figure it out, do you smash it down? Is it gonna take, and then a couple screws, just
no.
pop right down. Yeah,
Perfect.
I know, it was that, it was
Good thing
that.
you took it down when you did.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't take it down soon enough for me, can I say that? And so what do you guys think about that?
Well, there are several options.
Yeah.
We've done them in several different places, but there's a nickel groove, there's a channel groove, there's V groove. They're beautiful boards. They finish perfectly like your trim. They're smooth finish, and there's several options, and we can show you what they are
Okay.
as far as beading,
All right.
and decide how country, how chic you want to go, because they do all have a different
Okay,
look when
a
you're done
different
with them.
feel, okay.
Every one of them is different.
Okay, yeah, and I can show you some of the decor I'm kind of thinking of,
Okay.
and that sort of a thing. It's kind of boho, coastal, a little casual. Yeah, so the cabinets are a big thing for me also. We love a lot of cabinets. I know it's kind of the trend is not as many cabinets right now, but we have a lot of things, and we film TV in our kitchen, so a lot of things have to be sort of adjusted for that. But I'm thinking open just might make it more airy, and it might transition maybe better into the shiplap without being like butted against it.
Right.
And I'm not really sure if white would be good or if we want like natural wood.
I'm thinking natural wood.
Yeah,
But
and I'm thinking
well,
natural wood for the mantle also, so that would great and tie in. I love natural elements and love to add as many little parts of that. Not have it all,
Right.
but
Yeah.
a little bit.
Make the ones you have special.
Yeah. And so, what are you thinking so far?
I'm thinking we should do a mantle
Yeah.
out of wood to match the floors,
Mm-hmm.
and I do like your open shelving concept in the side.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to remove this from the equation of having to fix this, because it can stand alone as it is. You know, if we did open shelving on both sides and start from there back with some cabinets.
Yeah.
But she's the designer. I just throw ideas out there and she tells me to be quiet.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. So you guys work together a lot.
That transition
Yes.
in the corner
Yeah.
is going to be a little. We'll work it out. I have ideas.
Okay,
but
good.
It may not be as easy as.
Yeah,
Good
I know. I was
cabinet
thinking of that. I was
space.
thinking. I could see the open, but I was thinking that corner thing is tricky. But I know you can do that.
Got it.
Yeah. And what were you saying?
No, so you've got lots of cabinets, so it's not like losing these 2 or 3 are gonna make a big difference
Plus, I'm
in the
very-
storage area.
Yeah. Plus, I'm very, very fine about styling my kitchen, and I'm very happy to make it look beautiful and not just have like a mess.
If you're neat,
I'm very neat.
then
Yeah.
open shelving's perfect.
And I know that's going to make me happy. When I see
Yeah.
things that are in order and also balanced and look beautiful, it just makes me happy.
A woman after my own heart. I can't stand clutter.
Yeah, no, me neither. It's not good for my brain.
Yeah.
I like, and especially on this next phase of my life, I really want to I'm purging lots of things from the 12 houses I've had, and I'm now saying, okay, I don't need this, I don't love this, it does not bring me joy, what brings me joy, and seeing something
Right.
that's just like beautiful and balanced,
Yeah.
that brings me joy. Yeah, so the cabinets are a big thing for me also. We love a lot of cabinets. I know it's kind of the trend is not as many cabinets right now, but we have a lot of things, and we film TV in our kitchen, so a lot of things have to be sort of adjusted for that. But I'm thinking open just might make it more airy, and it might transition maybe better into the shiplap without being like butted against it.
Right.
And I'm not really sure if white would be good or if we want like natural wood.
I'm thinking natural wood.
Yeah,
But-
and I'm thinking natural wood for the mantle also, so
Mhm.
that would great and tie in. I love natural elements and love to add as many little parts of that. Not have it all,
Right.
but
Yeah.
a little bit.
Make the ones you have special.
Yeah, yeah. And so, what are you thinking so far?
I'm thinking we should do a mantle
Yeah.
out of wood to match the floors.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like your open shelving concept in the side.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to remove this from the equation of having to fix this. This should have floors,
Yes.
ceiling cabinets with a
Yes.
nice crown
Yes.
and a detail up there. But whether we can do that in time, that's the issue.
Yeah.
I know
I'm
we
calling
can-
on the
we can do it.
universe.
We can do it. It's
Yes.
It's the time frame.
Okay.
Back to the B-board, whatever you want to do
Yeah.
over there, the shiplap.
Yeah.
Possibly along the front of that island too, to bring
That-
it together.
That would be nice. That would be nice. I have a couple other ideas of where to do it too. Mark had initially talked about the landing, which is on the second floor, the ceiling, which I think was great. However, I've now got wallpaper that I love for that space. So I don't think that needs that as much anymore as maybe when you walk up the stairs, each one of those views. So see what you think about that.
All right.
Mark had told me that this was kind of designed to have like wall-to-wall carpeting, which is not only is it not appealing to me, but allergy-wise and all that other stuff, no chance I'm
It's
doing
just
that.
not fun to humidity.
Yeah, it's just awful. And outgassing, I don't need any of that either. So I was, he was talking about the wires that has
Stainless steel.
stainless
Yeah.
steel with a newel post that's keeping with the stair treads. That's what he was thinking. But
So you're thinking, you
I mean, not the newel post. Sorry, the rail. The rail.
The rail, the
Yeah.
post,
White.
white,
Right.
and the handrail to match the stairs. Do it all perfect. With
Yes.
stainless steel. It can be done, very simple. The only decision you have to make is what do you want that newel post to look like? Generally,
Fabulous. Fabulous.
well, now
But
see,
not inappropriately fabulous for the
that's
house.
the problem.
Yes.
Because we can't pull in too many styles. It's very
Right.
simple
Right.
trim.
Right.
Casing on the windows is very simple.
Simple can be fabulous. I'm
It
okay
can
with
be, it can be. You've got raised panel doors and you've got cabinets with a rounded style and rail.
that. Mhm.
So usually we try to match the cabinets to all of my trim, when I do trim details on fireplaces. It's a
Okay.
mission style, it's
Okay,
You
so
know,
do the
just match the
cabinet trim has to change then?
no, it's just don't want this to be so, you either want it to be so different that you get it,
Right,
but you don't want to try to get close so that people go, let's try, swing and a miss.
right.
So
Like, your crowd, they'll all pick up on it immediately.
I pick up on it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
look at
sure.
those things when I walk into people's house and I
Yeah.
go, oh, jeez,
Yeah.
I only had 5 minutes with these people. But a simple newel post
Yep.
and some stainless steel rails here with a standard handrail would be perfect.
And can you send options of,
Yes, what I will do is I will
is
send
that
you,
you? Yeah, okay.
or you can from Brosco.
Yeah.
I would like to just go with a simple Brosco newel post,
Mhm.
something not too crazy. Pick something out and I'll talk you out of it if I need to.
Okay, that
Alright.
sounds good.
And the stainless steel wire, that's not a problem.
Okay.
It's a short span. Now, are you talking handrail for the rest of this?
It does need it by code.
Yeah, yes, it does.
And yeah, I saw some really cool lucite, but that's a whole. But I saw some really cool lucite to make it invisible because it's kind of narrow through all this. It's not a big wide entry, but that doesn't probably stylistically go unless you're saying, here's room to do it. Yeah,
Just barely got it.
yeah,
But handrail doesn't count. So you
Right.
can't put, you're gonna have to put some sort of handrail there.
right.
We're probably gonna end up with,
Mhm.
uh, probably put that post, get rid of this,
Mm-hmm.
and put that post here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
We
good,
wanna-
that'll
we
give
wanna
more
encroach,
clearance
yeah,
here.
We wanna mount it on top here,
Okay,
so we're gonna do some surgery in here,
okay.
take this off, and mount that post to the top.
Yeah, we have a daughter in a wheelchair too, so it's good to not, I mean, not that it has to be
Well, it's-
completely accessible, but
well,
I would like to be able to fit it through.
36 inches is, that's where we, the room we play in, so yeah, we don't wanna come out. Alright,
All right,
we done?
okay.
Lisa will send you your options.
Yep, that sounds good. I mean, if you wanna do anything, on these walls in terms of the shiplap, what do you think about that?
It's a small space.
Mhm.
Shiplap tends to close things in.
It does.
You
It's a
can,
little
you can
cluttered.
broaden it. I mean, if you ran a shiplap on that wall
Mhm.
vertically,
Yeah.
it raises obviously. As soon
Right.
as you, it
Is that what
broadens
you're
a little.
thinking for the fireplace?
I'm thinking that shiplap on that wall.
Yeah, but you're
Vertical?
thinking vertical? It's
It
eight,
would-
it's eight-ish.
You can do that. You know what? And I think if you, sweet talk one of the gentlemen in the office, Mark, he can draw it out for you with horizontal and vertical, so you can see, it does two different things to the room.
Okay,
Decide wisely,
okay,
because they're exactly opposite. So obviously,
right,
it'll lengthen the room, it'll make it look a little wider if we go horizontal, it'll make it look taller if we go vertical. Stone at all? No stone. Around the fireplace?
I'm open to ideas. Honestly, I just don't want Fred Flintstone. Any
No,
other
no,
things are open for me.
I would keep it just the
Simple.
wood.
Just keep the fireplace?
Yeah.
That fireplace?
No,
Nice lineal,
it likes,
raised up,
yes,
you're going wider?
whatever we think. I mean, I
would
think
go wider.
wider and
Mhm.
longer would make it a fireplace you wanna actually sit at,
Yes,
as opposed
that's
to
a
one you
little-
wanted to stand in front of when you have company and
Yeah, that's a
say,
little minuscule.
yeah,
And maybe raise it up off the floor a foot or so.
that's hopefully.
Make it more of a, alright, so that can be done. We need Jake, we need Vineyard Home
Yeah,
to do his magic and tell me what he wants to do, and then I will make it happen.
that's great, yes. No, Jake and Mark already came over here and I showed Jake the walk-in closet, dressing room type thing, and then we talked about this, we talked about lots of things that Vineyard Home can offer.
We can do a wider one in there?
Well, I don't know if he knew exactly what's possible, he just thought that would be
What
better.
else is behind that wall?
I don't know.
Give me a hammer, I'll let you know. So there is, alright, we can put the steel studs in. Alright. I think we have room to play.
Yes,
So we need, what's gonna have to happen before make a decision here is, I want Jake to pull this and see what we have to work with. Because if he tries to sell you a 5-foot fireplace and I've only got 4'8"
okay, right, yeah.
it's actual concrete that's heavy. It'll be gone before I get back, right?
Yeah. We have people
You
for
don't
that,
have to remove it.
yeah. No, it'll be clean and ready for you, it'll be ready.
We'll make a mess.
Okay.
Okay, so now we've gone over the fireplace.
Yep,
We've solved all your kitchen issues.
yep, we just obliterated the kitchen, got it.
The rails.
Rails,
Now what? Does it keep coming?
well, talk to Mark, he was seeing little things everywhere that he wants to elevate.
Did mention the outside.
He did do a couple things, yep. Yeah, talked about,
Right?
the driveway. Am I talking to the right person with that too?
Sadly, yes.
Okay. So what did he tell you and what do you think?
All right. What he told me was that we should do a bluestone walk with definitely should put a little flare on the end, just a tiny little class, a little pizzazz.
All right.
Little je ne sais quoi.
Okay.
See that? Look at me. I'm a worldly guy. We'll go up. We'll keep it. We'll go from here
Yep.
or wherever a fairly even stone
Okay.
figures out within a couple of inches of the end, straight out, and at the end, the last 2 feet, maybe the last stone. And I'm thinking a 1x2 or a blue stone, a rectangle, and just herringbone it. Just
Oh, pretty.
do a little.
Sweet.
It's small enough
Yeah.
that it doesn't matter. The pattern will be fine because there's not a lot of it, and it'll give it rather than just lay it. We could brick lay it if that's something more to your mine says,
My
well, I like the
No, I like the
orderliness. Well, I mean, we can bricklay the
you mean
bluestone,
just- yeah.
half stagger, if you like the orderliness of that. Generally,
Herringbone has order. It's
it
just not
does.
linear, straight.
Right, it's not
like,
linear.
Not straight angles.
Right.
I got you.
right.
Well, yeah.
Well, when I say herringbone, I guess you're thinking like this. I'm thinking not a herringbone, a rectangular design where we lay one stone, then we lay another stone, then we lay another one. Send me a picture.
Send me a picture.
Send me a picture.
Yep.
That way you'll know exactly.
Have your
But
dad
that's-
send me on the tablet.
That'll be fairly simple, straightforward, and then
Good.
your landscape will come right up to whatever we do over here.
Yes. Definitely hardscape goes in before landscape, and he's got some great plans for what's going on around it, so.
That's excellent. And
Yeah.
then we'll give you the grand entrance because it's the wide stairway and it'll look nice from the street.
Good. Curb appeal. I
It'll
love
be
it.
perfect.
Love it.
The driveway.
So the driveway, it works. It functions, but the beauty aspect of it to me is kind of tired.
Leaving a little to be desired.
A little tired. So
All
I would love to do maybe seashells, even though for snow they're not the best.
Right.
But I would love to bring that feel to this house because we're so close to the beach, and I just think it would be an easy way to do it. And look good.
Yep, it will look nice, and it is an easy way to do it.
Yeah.
It's very cost effective. We can follow the same pattern of the driveway. As you can see, it used to be over to here.
Right.
Follow right along
Yep.
from the steps down to the road with a little curve, little turn-in curve with a stone border,
Okay.
seashells inside.
Yep.
And what do you think about a bluestone, just a little landing right off the driveway at the bottom of the steps?
Love it. This is going to be your access most
Yep.
of the time anyway. People either drive in or,
Correct.
and except for parties, but that goes right into the living room, that front door. I think
Yep.
this is going to be our primary door. There will be pergola, and I think bluestone just like complete that whole picture. That seems awesome.
Excellent. We can do a nice 5x5 landing, a
Yeah.
decent sized
Oh,
space,
nice. Yeah.
come right off the driveway up into the house.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And this will, this is very doable.
Yeah, and
Very
if you bring
easy
it all
fix.
out to here, then you can maximize this
You've got
because the
two.
parking on this street is limited to one side
Absolutely.
only, and if we have parties like we want to, it's going to be challenging. So there's
Well,
many.
we can make
many
it, you can
spots.
get 4
Yep.
easily, 4 full size. You can
I'll
see
take
we
it.
got a full size van, a full size
I'll
pickup truck,
take
and
it.
2 more.
I'll take it. Okay, so you're prepared. So when
Yes.
I was out talking to Rob about the driveway,
Yes.
and you got it
I was
all
busy,
laid out.
yes.
Okay.
I measured your kitchen. I've got all the dimensions I need. I've got the model numbers on the appliances. What we talked about, replacing the wall cabinets. And not touching the base cabinets. We don't want to get into the expense of having to redo countertops. We're probably never going to get those off in one piece.
Right.
So if we
You're going to
replace...
put them on some sawhorses, a big thing of granite. No, it's not going to work.
There you go. Yeah, it's pulling them off. The silicone is set by now. So replace the oven cabinet.
Okay.
We'll go to the ceiling. These are 30-inch wall cabinet, mounts at 7 feet. We have an 8-foot ceiling here. Let's go up. Let's put a 36-inch wall cabinet. Brings you 7.5 feet. You've got 6 inches to the ceiling. We do a nice 2-piece crown. We've got a starter molding, and then we do. I'll let you choose which crown you want up there.
Okay.
Or top-
I'd like a gold one.
We'll get you a gold crown. That'll be fabulous.
Thank you. I love you. Okay. Yeah, so definitely this is going to also make the ceiling look higher.
Yes,
I mean, it's not
absolutely.
low
Take
ceiling, but it's not
advantage,
high.
Take
either.
advantage of it.
Okay.
It's much higher than I often see.
Okay.
A lot of houses only have a 7 and 7.4 ceiling. So this is
Yeah.
great. Let's take advantage of that.
Yes.
They missed the mark on that. I'd also love to see a light rail. You've got under cabinet lights, but you can see them. So let's put something, and it also finishes it off. Gives it a nice custom look there.
Okay.
We
I
can-
can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'm picturing with a light rail.
Okay.
I've probably seen them in many of the homes I've been in.
I can show you the schematic in the spec book,
Okay.
but also I can show you pictures in my portfolio
Okay.
that they all have light rail. So we need that on
Okay.
there.
All right.
So open shelves, we're talking some sort of a natural wood.
Yeah, I think so.
That, or we can get from the manufacturer. We can get it's about a 2-inch chunky shelf over there.
Okay.
We could get it in white
I see what you mean.
to,
Yeah, then which do you
reference
go?
the white cabinets on the base.
Yeah.
Do you go with the gray, or we can do just a natural wood?
Yes.
So
Almost the wood might
I like the idea of
transition
the
better
wood.
because
Right.
then you're not. It's not saying, well, I want gray, I want white.
Yeah,
Now you're saying,
true.
well, we're not listening to either one of you.
Yes,
we're
we're
going
doing
wood.
wood, yes.
Because we really want to keep the natural part of that in here too. I think that.
Absolutely.
And those tones are warm.
Right.
And this
Yeah.
is pretty big and pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Right, yeah. That would be great. I love
All
it.
right, good.
I love it. So the other thing, your refrigerator,
Yes.
whoever designed this
Yes.
is in the wrong business. No. That refrigerator, as we've discovered,
Yeah.
I saw before I even came here, and you sent me a couple pictures.
Yes.
That refrigerator, I said, cannot be against a wall deeper than the box of the refrigerator,
Oh,
or
right.
your door will not open beyond 90 degrees. It's not even that. Your door doesn't open more than 30 degrees.
Right,
because
exactly.
It's so tight.
Right, and I believe we were told it was
It was a zero clearance, and
yes,
it's not at all.
No, it's not.
So I would like to remove the base cabinet
Yeah.
here, shift it down, and then maybe if we're putting new wall cabinets, maybe we're going with a gray tall cabinet here
Mm-hmm.
to match the uppers. Maybe we do a tall cabinet down there. I don't know how you feel about extra storage, or we can just do open shelves. I mean,
Says
you've got a
nobody
lot
ever.
You can use it for anything, but I would love that. And then
I
you've
love
got
that.
anchoring both ends. You've got
Yes.
the tall gray cabinet. So,
Balance.
yes, yes.
I'm
yes.
loving it. Yes, you're brilliant. You're brilliant. Okay.
Excellent. So
Yeah, I love that.
Yep. And I'm going to use the side of the tall cabinet on the left of the refrigerator, put a 3/4 inch end panel on the right of the refrigerator, and we'll get you a nice functional cabinet above it. When you add the height, you're going to have room. I love to use it for vertical tray dividers. It's 24 inches deep. You never get into the back of that cabinet unless you get on a chair or a step stool. If you put vertical tray dividers up there, you open the doors, you never have to reach beyond the front inch of that cabinet.
Perfect.
So platters,
Yeah.
baking sheets, I put, all kinds of things up there.
Okay.
So it makes it a very functional cabinet
Yeah,
in
I
a
love
very
that.
awkward place.
I mean, that's part of your job anyway. You're always like
Yes.
thinking function and also the beauty.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what you're doing 24/7.
Yes.
And at
For a
long
very
well,
long time.
you're probably
yeah.
24/7.
Absolutely. So what I would like to see is, this is a semi-transparent stain. It's not a paint.
Okay.
Which this close to the water, painting on a wood is tricky.
Right.
We could possibly, depending on the door style that you choose, maybe get an MDF door, which means the door doesn't expand and contract. And then with a solid paint on there, you don't get this crack as noticeable.
Yeah. Now, why would we pick that instead of this now? Instead of the stain?
Either one.
Okay.
If you didn't like this color, which I
Yeah.
thought worked beautifully with
Right.
this, and I like it's not too light, so it's not going to look like we were trying to match the white base cabinets. It's got a little bit more depth to it.
Intentional.
But it's not, yes, it's not too dark and too heavy to be on the top.
Can we put it up there and kind of look?
Absolutely. Oh, we have this door is actually that color too.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
hold that up. So,
Now, is that the paint one or is that the?
this is the stain.
Oh,
It
wow.
looks like a paint. It really, it's
It
a
looks pretty.
semi-transparent.
I'm loving the combination people are doing now.
Yes,
I'm loving that.
absolutely. Yeah, it's great. It really opens up, especially for the couples that can't decide. One wants white, one wants a color.
It's
We've
a
got it
marriage
both.
saver.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's cool. All right, I love it. I really do like this. And I think it does. I think you were spot on with the color.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, because this is blue. It's called Blue Fantasy, but it reads a little gray.
Yeah.
It's got this tiny bit of green in it. It's
Yeah.
got this kind of
Yeah, it's
browny
beautiful.
black.
Beautiful counter.
Yeah.
And it also works well with the perimeter with the quartz over here.
Yes.
So it'll be great.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. And what about the backsplash?
Well,
Do you get involved in that
I
too?
absolutely am
You do?
happy to get involved in that.
Okay.
Yeah, and what I want to do too is if you have any tile ideas or you have a favorite tile store, we can bring either the sample here or we can bring this sample. You can keep this sample.
Okay.
And, then you know what color you're looking to blend.
Now,
with.
I'm thinking monochromatic, like in terms of, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm thinking not too much color at all.
There's a lot going on. This is an enormous peninsula here.
Yes.
So, and it's
And we're on a
busy-
peninsula, on a peninsula.
There you go. You can't
Because
beat
Hull
it.
is a
No.
peninsula and Sunset Point is a peninsula, and now we have an enormous peninsula.
Now you have 3 peninsulas in your immediate life.
Right. Okay, so
So-
you're saying that this is a lot of color already.
It's already a lot of color.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of movement. I've covered most of it, but I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of variation in it, which is beautiful. I love it. But let's keep that monochromatic.
Well, I do have a favorite tile place,
Okay.
classic tile and stone,
Okay.
right there in Hingham. They have done the tile in the home, and they're my go-to.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm happy to go there with you sometime, or if you go there with a sample and you want to pick it yourself.
Yeah, whatever's more convenient. I don't want you to truck
Yeah.
all the way over here if
Yeah.
you don't want to, but I'd love to
I
see
love
you and
that.
introduce
I
you.
love that stuff.
They're lovely. They're lovely. You're lovely. I'm always a connector. You know?
I like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent. Yeah, so I've got all my measurements. We
All
know
right.
the color. We'll look at I can show you the pictures in the book, or you can come down to our showroom and see some of the other.
I do want to go to your showroom at some point, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we can do that. It's easier when you see the door in person. I mean, if you can read the profiles here, they give you kind of the cross-section
Yeah.
showing you this detail, but it might be easier in
Yeah,
person.
this is your education, and this is my groping
Yes.
in the dark.
Yes.
And I it's not that I mean I have good vision on things in terms of making a show out of nothing, or
Yes.
houses that
Yeah.
are this was a tear down, but I also feel like I need to have well, I lost my thought. Mike watching me. I lost my thought on that. What was I saying about vision?
Mike
Oh,
made you
that
nervous.
sometimes it helps just to have that one
Yes, yeah.
picture.
The,
Thank goodness
extra
for
little
the internet now.
touching and feeling things. Unfortunately, we're getting back to being able to do that in our world.
Right, exactly. And me just thinking like all of the different elements, you could like Google a million different ideas and say, oh, I thought I liked that. No, I
Right.
don't, not so much.
Yeah.
Better to do it there.
Yeah,
than-
yeah. And I'm saying tile this full wall with behind the shelves. We'll have that tiled, and then they add the shelves on top of that. It'll be stunning.
Yeah, right. And I'm thinking of the fish tail, but large. Is it fish tail? Fish scale. Fish scale.
Okay.
I just think that they're pretty, and
Yeah,
it kind
they're
of goes
very pretty.
thematically with the
Yeah.
notion. It's not overkill, you think?
No,
Okay.
no, I love it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And white or cream, like whatever's
Right.
the least. It's going to have a lot of texture, but not too much attention. The island wants the attention. Your cabinets are
Yes.
going to want the attention.
There you go. There you
They
go.
all play well together. Yeah. So these are your notes.
Yes, I've got my measurements. I'm going to put this in the computer, in the design program. We'll get back together, show you the layout, tell me what you like, what you don't like. Now's the time to change things if
Okay.
you want it changed.
Okay.
Yes. What I show you is not the end all.
Okay.
This is your kitchen.
Okay.
So.
This is the thank you. Yeah. And so you are doing this all the time with people. I mean,
Yes, for 31 years.
31 years. Wow. Well, congratulations on that. So you must
Thank
love
you.
it, and you
I
must.
do.
You obviously
I
are
do.
great at it.
I
So.
love it. It is.
Yeah.
I
And have
love
you ever
meeting
seen
new people every day, and if you get somebody you really don't want to have to see again, they're gone after 6 weeks, and you're happy. No.
I'm sure there's not too many of them.
And there are many that you end up at their house for dinner, or
There you go. Yep.
So,
Yep. All right.
it's
Well,
fun.
you're invited to our finale for sure for dinner.
Thank you.
Yeah. I hope you can make it.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
That's
It's going to be fun. We'll